Hello. I recently filmed a video, a very, very honest, sad, crying on my kitchen floor type video, and I edited it all and it was like 12 minutes and I rewatched it and I was like, I don't want to post this. I'll insert some clips here if you want. Like, it really feels like I'm never gonna be okay again. And I don't know how to get out of it. I'm sorry, there's gonna be a million jump cuts in this because I can barely speak like 3 words at a time. And I'm just so scared of like pushing people away. This is so weird to say on the internet. And although I still want to talk about these things, I feel as though I'm capable of articulating myself better. And I feel as though I can still talk about the same things without crying on my floor. So I'm still on my floor because I feel like for these videos you always feels better to have some sort of fresh area, fresh perspective. Actually, this is kind of a cute background. This is just my bedspread. This video is not so much a fun one, so sorry if you wanted a haul or a DIY or a vlog. This is more so a sequel to my self-harm video that I posted in around January of this year. So, big boy trigger warnings for self-harm, eating disorders, and probably suicidal thoughts. So just if those things bother you, feel free to peel out. I will be back soon with some sort of, I don't know, holiday DIY probably, but I just really want to talk to you guys face to face, lens to my face. I just really need to have a heart-to-heart with you guys, and it feels very strange going through my day-to-day life when so much of my energy in my daily life for the past like 4 months has just been trying to be stable and be happy and like not succumb to my mental illness, like trying to attack my brain, and then go on to YouTube and mention none of that and just be like, do you guys want an unboxing? Which is fun and I love filming those videos. It does take my mind off of things, but I want to be able to talk about these things as well. And I know that I can, and I know that you guys are open to that, so here I am. This is weird. Maybe I should have just posted the sad one. If you guys watched my original self-harm video, that video is kind of important relating to this one. I posted it, like I said, in winter of last winter, and it was kind of like here's my past, but I got through it, and here's my scars, but that's okay because I'm getting them covered in a tattoo and it's gonna be wonderful and I'm all healed and people recover and it gets better and light at the end of the tunnel and like you'll be fine. Hello. Everything I said in that video was 100% true at that time, but it is no longer accurate for me today. And the translation of that is that I've relapsed on a lot of the things I was struggling with. And it's weird because I really thought that I was never gonna go through that again. I really thought it was over. It was just like middle school's hard and weird. And when you're like 13, 14, 15, 16, life is just strange and your mental illness acts up and everyone's in the hospital, everyone's self-harming, everyone's going through it. And then you get through and it's okay. And I was in this weird mindset that since I had been okay for maybe 2, 3, I was okay for several years. I may have said different numbers in that year. Life's a blur. I was okay for a really long time. And so I like stopped going to therapy. I kept taking my meds, but I kind of like, since I was so happy and okay, I didn't need my coping mechanisms anymore. And then whenever it hit me like a train, I was extremely unprepared for how to deal with these feelings again because it had been so long, and I was like no longer in touch with my counselor or therapist or my psychiatrist. I didn't really know how to reach out to the people around me. I have never felt so much like a burden and so much like I'm pushing people in my life away just because every single day, every day there's something. Every day is hard. And I don't really have a good reason for it, but I don't know if I guess it's depression. I think I'm depressed. And it's weird to say that smiling, but it's just because I feel like I've kind of been in like hardcore denial for a while, and I've just been like, oh, it's just the move is shaking me up, it's okay, like, I'll just get through this, it's a rough patch, and I'll be okay, and I'll be fine by October, I'll be fine by November, I'll be fine by December, and I'm still not. And it's still hard. I kind of forgot that I was diagnosed with MDD because it went away. But the thing with depression, especially if you are diagnosed with major depressive disorder, is that it comes back because it's in your brain. The relapsing has been the hardest part, especially with the fact that I got my magical girl tattoo, and it was such a celebration, and it was so emotional, and I was so proud to have overcome all these things. And I don't want to say that I haven't overcome them, but I'm going through them again. And I just feel like I've kind of like let myself down, and I kind of feel like I've also let you guys down. And I don't want that to sound like I'm looking for like pity or comfort or anything. This is really just, I just want to be able to talk to you guys because it feels so weird hiding all of this when it is so much of my life. But I felt like when I made that video, so many people were like, thank you, this is inspiring, this is helping me realize that I can get through this too, and that like I can also friggin' get through the other end, and like thank you for showing me that people can heal. And I feel like I'm a bad example now. I feel like I'm not a good role model anymore because I'm struggling again. And that's probably something I need to work on. But I feel like talking like this and making this video is maybe a good step, because it felt like I was trying so desperately to hide it, because like people don't think I cut anymore, so I can't do that. And like on the beach photo shoot I did with like the big heart floaty, I had to like Photoshop out my new scars, and it was just, it's so not fun. It is so not fun. I think this is the worst I've ever been. Well, maybe it felt just as intense when I was a teenager, when I was in like grade 9. But I feel like I was younger and I still depended on my parents a lot, and of course I still need my parents, but like I was living at home going to middle school, and like I didn't have all these tools, like I couldn't drive, like I didn't have a lot of money, did I have a job then? I don't know. But now I'm like a young adult who lives in her own house, and like I have so much more control over my self-destruction, which is not good. And I feel like when you're older, at least in my case, it can get a lot more dangerous, because I can decide if I'm angry, I can decide to drive off, I can decide to go like sleep somewhere else, I can decide to harm myself, or I can decide to not go to school. I do have amazing support systems, and I'm extremely grateful for them. Eating has been especially a struggle. Have you ever heard of the Freshman 15? It's a thing! And I've noticed like a lot of people are going through it, and gaining weight can be extremely difficult to deal with, especially if you've had a past eating disorder. And it's just so bizarre because like I was beating myself up and just absolutely consumed with my body when I was like 98 pounds, and now I am not 98 pounds, and to have those same feelings come back when I am definitely larger than I was when I was anorexic and bulimic the first time, it is such a different dynamic, because back then I was like, I understand that I am underweight, but I want to keep it that way. And now I'm not happy with myself. And then I'm like, am I a bad body positivity role model now because I'm struggling with my eating disorder again? Does that make me a liar? Am I a fraud? And it's really getting to me. It's really messing with me. And I don't know the line between like me not practicing body positivity and not practicing what I preach, and me just like falling victim, not to play the victim card, but like me just struggling with an eating disorder. I haven't seen a nutritionist or a psychiatrist or anything, but it's the same thing I was doing when I was. Making a video like this when I'm still currently going through these things and don't really have a happy conclusion to it is weird, because I don't know how to end it. But I know that whenever I am really, really lost or spiraling, or sometimes when I'm having a panic attack, I will turn on other YouTubers' videos that are kind of similar, where they're really like talking about their own mental health issues and their struggles. Like, I have rewatched Drew Monson's videos, his depression and suicide one, his like this is not a sad video one. I've rewatched Shane's video on his bulimia and his eating disorder so many times. So I guess my hope with this is that maybe this video can become that for someone else. Not that it's good to kind of like when you're sad, consume sad media and become sadder, but to feel a relation and to feel a connection and feel like you're not alone, because I don't know, I know that helps me. I really hate the concept of social media influencers that only show their best moments. And like, not that I think you need to like rip out your soul and like throw it on the internet. Like, you can keep things private, but I really, really don't think we should pretend to be perfect beings. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it sets a good example. And I guess that's also partially why I'm making this video. Because while I will post like my happy hauls and my like pictures from London and like my happy photos of my beautiful house and my happy cat, I also want to show you the other side. I want to show you everything. You guys are really important to me, and I know that's such a cliche. YouTubers will be like, I love you so much, and it's like, how can you love them? You've never met them. I love you. There are so many of you that comment on every video and you come back every time, and you're always interacting and always letting me know that you're there, and you're just so supportive, and the amount of love and support that I get online means the absolute world to me. And I'm sorry my phone keeps going off. So I just want you to know that I appreciate you endlessly and that you are not alone. I'll be okay. I know I talked about some really serious things here, but I'm getting the help I need, so don't worry about me. Don't like call a therapist, don't like call my mom, don't call 911. Like, everyone knows, and we're dealing with it, and it's gonna be okay. And I am seeing a mental health professional very soon, so I'm not dying. I'm gonna be okay. This is not meant to, this is not like a big red flag. Like, Jill's gonna be okay. She's just really not right now. And she wanted to talk to you about it, talking in the third person, so anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon with probably some Christmas related content. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video, which is not this one because this one is over. Bye!